Hey guys, it's Andy. Welcome to World Saving Podcast. This week we're gonna be doing something special. We're doing. I'm getting a little busier, so I can't do podcasts every week. I'm trying to get you 3 new ones a month. But for one of the weeks, we're gonna be doing the World Saving Archives, where we bring back one of our interviews from the past 5 years. You never know. It could be the Billy Strings interview. It could be the CAAMP interview. We're just we want to bring back the ones for all the new listeners who don't want to dig deep in the archives. So we're going to present them to you. So if you like the interview, send it to your friends, share it, like it, comment on it. Get this thing together. All right, guys, enjoy the World Saving Archives, and I'll see you next week with a new episode.
All right, next up on the interview hour, we have Taylor from CAAMP. Yes, I love this interview, actually. He seems like a great dude. He works hard, he likes to have fun, and he's from Columbus, Ohio. So shout out to Columbus, Ohio. These guys are blowing up. They're the next band up in that world, and I'm really happy for them. They're selling out tickets everywhere, and they just have a good mind state about the whole thing. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the interview hour, Taylor from CAAMP.
Taylor.
Andy.
What's up, dude?
Oh, man. Nothing. Just lighting up a little Palo Santo over here, setting the vibe.
Get the vibes going, dude, because we're here. I'm here to talk to you.
I'm getting the vibes going. Here we are.
What happened last night? What'd you do?
Oh, man. I made about $700 at the casino.
Let's fucking go, dog. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. What's your game?
Blackjack.
Yeah?
Black. Yeah. Dabble in the roulette with the winnings, but man, we like to put on the sport jackets and go and just have a nice evening. Sip White Russians,
Where are you living?
Columbus, Ohio.
You're still there?
Oh, yeah, whole band lives here now.
I want to talk. You used to live in Athens, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You and LeBron.
No. LeBron's from Akron.
That's what I thought, but I heard he kind of lived near. I thought he was like in the suburbs. How far is Athens from Akron?
Far.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. So Akron's up north, and Athens is on like the border of West Virginia down south.
Fuck. Well, there it goes. I was like, damn, Taylor and LeBron living out there in Athens. I got fucked there. But let's talk about being an Ohio boy. What did you learn from? I heard you're a hockey guy.
Man, we love the Blue Jackets. Yeah, we're hockey guys. Evan, the banjo player from CAAMP, he grew up, he played all through high school, and he sort of got me into it. And weirdly enough, man, we've actually met more than a few NHL players. I think it's kind of like they gravitate towards it in the locker rooms for like, I don't know, for whatever reason, but we've ended up hanging out with some pretty cool dudes.
What are the parallels between, I'm a big sports guy as well, and I feel like there's a lot of parallels in sports and music. What are the parallels between hockey and songwriting?
I suppose like the obvious one is the fluidity. I think that's the coolest thing about hockey, and maybe the coolest thing about songwriting, now that I'm saying it out loud, is that there are only so many options, so many buttons, so many plays that you can make, right? So many chords, but we all navigate them differently. And I think you could liken that to hockey, in that, like, there's only so many things you can do with a puck and a stick, but everyone plays differently, you know? So that's what I would say.
What about like the concept of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
That's very, very prevalent in, I think, both hockey and songwriting. Like there are a lot of ways that you can absolutely bungle a perfectly good song by trying to do something too tricky. Like, and I don't like, I feel like every time I make stands like the one I'm about to make, and like 3 years later, it's like the coolest thing to me. But like right now, I hate key changes. I don't know why people put them in songs. I don't agree with like the feeling that happens through my body when a key change hits.
Right. What?
And
keep going.
so like that for me, that is like, that's taking it a little to a place maybe you shouldn't have. Like when you're on the ice and you're twirling around like a fairy and get, smoked by a defender.
Yeah.
But
but do you think it's like, it's like, why do we overthink life? Why can't we just like always just like, is it growing? Is growing important? Or is it just making sure that we're comfortable? What about for you, Taylor?
Oh man, that's a tough one, dude. Because comfort is so needed,
Right.
like we all have our little, like our routines, whatever it is, like the littlest things in your day that you just like, and you need, and you almost necessitate to function. But at the same time, there's all those sayings about, if you ain't growing, you're dying. And all the Bob Dylan quotes, right. Like, don't stand in the path, get out of the way.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, growth is, it's massively important. And even if it's slow and little things daily, like I don't think camp has necessarily like grown crazily away from its roots, but we definitely sound different and are different people,
Right. What did like 3 years of touring the record and seeing you guys? I mean, you guys blew up in the last couple years, and you guys probably been doing this for a while, but like throughout the progression of just going to bigger venues, bigger shows, is it the change of mind state that makes you want to make bigger, different records?
Yeah, that was huge for us. Like, I think that's a pretty stereotypical path for a band to take too, is like, Evan and I, we independently released the first record. It's just a guitar and a banjo. And like, we weren't even that good at like our first instruments. I mean, the way we made the first record in itself is just kind of a miracle.
Tell me about it. What happened? What'd you do? What happened?
Oh, dude. So it was just this classic, like a music mentor of mine heard these couple of songs that I'd written, and I was playing them down at the open mics in Athens, and Ev came down. He moved down to town and just helped me hone them. Then we got this offer to go record for free in Troy, Ohio, and at a studio. And we went, and it was this old Ford showroom, like fully concrete, not built out at all. And like, we like moved these like sound baffles kind of like in a little circle. Evan and I set up facing each other. My vocal mic was counterweighted by a Windex bottle. We duct taped a Windex bottle to the back of it because the mic stand wouldn't, like the mic was too heavy.
Right.
So it was like sinking down while we were doing takes, and I'm like trying to chase it. It was, dude, Ev played the kick drum with his hand because we couldn't keep time with our feet. We weren't drummers. Yeah, that's it, man. We played everything live. Oh, this is the best part about it too. So we did the whole thing in 2 days, but it was really about 2 hours because we tracked like 10 songs, right? And like we played each song like 3 times live, and we just picked the best one.
Yeah.
But on the second day we were there, we went and we took a dinner break at this Mexican restaurant, and we kind of got loose on like tecates and some tequilas.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And we came back, and Jesse Henry, my mentor, he was like, "Hey, you mind tracking Vagabond just one more time for me?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." And we're kind of drunk and loose, and we've been playing all day, so we're all warmed up. Yeah. And we just nail it. And he just pops his head in the door, and he's like, "All right, let's do Ohio." And long story short, basically like he just popped his head in, and we just did the whole record. We just ran it.
Oh my God.
And like, that's what you hear, dude. There's barely any.
Let's fucking go, boys. See, little liquid courage. That's all you need. Isn't it funny when we stop overthinking things? You know, it's like
That's all it was.
that's all it is. We stop overthinking things, and all of a sudden we open ourselves up. If you want to get hippie about it, open the vessel up, and all of a sudden we're creating the music we hear in our head.
Yeah, for real, man. I mean, like, and that's how it goes just with everything. Like as the shows get bigger and you know, maybe you've got nerves. Like Ev he didn't have like stage fright, but he used to just pace before shows and it would just freak us out. We'd be like, hey man, like we've done this a bunch of times. We're gonna just go do it again, you know?
Right.
And as soon as you stop overthinking things, like now you should see us before sets. People like our openers and people we tour with are always like, don't you guys like warm up or like huddle up or do like a thing, you know? Because we're just like in the green room. I mean, like I started this podcast with, like we love to gamble. So we're like constantly rolling dice or like watching games, you know?
Hell yeah.
And then, you know, stage manager comes in and he's like, all right, 5 minutes, put your ears in. And then you let it rip.
You know, that's the thing. You know, everyone has their own routine. I mean, whatever makes you comfortable. You know, I watch I watch old Laker games. That's what I do.
I love that.
You know,
I only write to like, I write a lot to TV shows and movies that I've seen before.
Oh, explain that.
So I don't know, really. I think it's pretty, like for me, it's just like I like something going on in the background so that I'm not overthinking, you know, I'm not like, because I write very like, I don't know, it's hard to explain because I never really feel like I sit down to write. I'm never like, I'm going to write that sad song today, or I'm going to write that catchy boy today. You know, right. I like just pop on The Office or this quirky British TV show I like called Detectorists. And I just kind of sit there and don't overthink it and strum the same chords I've always known. And sometimes you chase something down the rabbit hole and it comes out well.
Right.
Sometimes you're just watching your old TV show.
Yeah. And you know, and you're adding to the old TV show because you know the feeling of that TV show. So you're just adding on to it.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Because you've seen it before. What about when you're like, do you ever just like put on a new movie and try to write to it?
Yeah, well, that is more of like sometimes when I'm watching a new movie and it's not cutting it, then I'm like, okay, let me see this guitar real quick. And then all of a sudden the movie's muted and I'm
you're
immersed into the song.
So you need both sides of it. Yeah, I want to know a little bit about Jesse. Why is he your mentor, and what has he taught you about songwriting that makes him your mentor?
Man, Jesse is a special dude. So his name is Jesse Henry, and I met him my sophomore year. I kind of fell in love with music and I quit. I played lacrosse and football just for, you know, high school. And yeah, my parents were just kind of like, you can't just do nothing, you know? So I was like, all right, well, I want to do guitar. So through the grapevine of like suburban moms, my mom finds Jesse Henry and he comes over and this dude is just like, he's just iconic, man. Like he's 6'4", big burly dude, hair down to just about his ass, and just comes in and puts his guitar case down and opens it up and it smells like weed and he's all sweaty and he's like, all right, what do you want to learn? You know? And I'm just like, this guy's incredible. He feels like a folklore, honestly. Like when you hear him sing and talk, like and just his vast knowledge of music, he feels like folklore. Like, I don't know how else to put it. But basically started doing lessons, and I don't know, something about like music theory or me and math. I wasn't having a great time with like the theory of music, like the scale and the actual runnings of it. And so what we started doing, and instead of discouraging me, Jesse was like, he was just totally cool, but he was like, well, and if we're not going to run scales and learn, you know, harmonies, like you got to give me like 3 songs a week and you got to learn them, you know? Right. So I just started learning like Dylan songs and Ray LaMontagne and heady shit, like Trevor Hall, and I was super into reggae for a long time. So I was just learning the solo from like No Woman, No Cry. And instead of like knowing that that's just an A minor pentatonic, you're like, this is the solo from No Woman, No Cry. And then it gets your fingers moving and you get inspired by the sounds, not necessarily the system,
Right.
So I guess that's my biggest like accreditation to Jesse, is just like that he wasn't off put, or like he wasn't condescending to me because I didn't want to learn the inner workings. Like I just love music, and like he knew that. So we just played music,
Yeah.
We kept in touch for years. And eventually it was just like the lessons are only $20. So it kind of got to the point where we just started hanging out, and I wouldn't even give him the $20 at the end of the session. He'd just be like, all right, I'll see you next week. And we were just friends.
Dude.
I mean, we're still friends. We had just had the 6-year anniversary for the first camp record. Jesse called me yesterday. We talked for half hour,
Yeah.
He's a crazy.
What'd you guys talk about?
Well, man, he's a crazy dude, and he goes down to like Mexico and Peru and just immerses himself in whatever music he's into that year. Like sometimes it's Brazilian stuff, sometimes it's, Portuguese stuff. Like, and he'll just go to a country and just come back and like sing you a song in Spanish. And he's like this dude. I mean, he's from Lima, Ohio, went to school in Kansas. And then you hear him just like belt this beautiful Brazilian ballad. And you're just like, I admire him so much. He's a student of it all. He's like, he's totally in love with it. And like, he doesn't give a shit about money or fame or anything. He's just like, he's just his own dude.
Yeah, that's probably the most inspiring thing. A lot of people just chase the money or chase, the song. He's chasing what music does to him.
Oh, dude, it's like, and it's such a pure chase when you do it like that, Like I try to check myself, Evan and I do. I think we're super humble dudes, but like, it's like the moment that I start, getting greedy, like somebody like Jesse's going to come around and be like, yo, check yourself.
Yeah. Just because you're making money right now, Taylor, doesn't mean you won't be making money in a couple years, big dog.
Right. Who knows how long this train lasts.
It will last for a while, I'm feeling. I used to, your Jesse is the guy who I started writing songs with, Mike Taylor. You know him from His Gold Messenger?
Man, Mike is a good friend.
Dude, Mike's the man. I'm on 7S Management, where they have Aaron Ray. It feels like you work with all the bands on 7S.
Okay, yeah, no, totally.
His Gold Messenger, Aaron Ray, Rateliff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
dude.
sick.
So I've got, not to like plug anything, but I've got this solo project I call Sumbuck, and I've actually been spending time in Durham tracking it with Mike and Chris Berner and Libramento and Nick Falk. Yeah.
What? Oh my. Okay. Isn't Mike the GOAT?
Yeah.
Mike's the GOAT.
Dude. Mike, he is the GOAT, man. He is such a true dude. I respect his taste in music and his songwriting, and just like he came into the room and he laid down just like two of the most like song changing and like evoking guitar parts on two of my songs that like I've ever heard. And then at the end of the week, when I hit him up and I'm like, hey man, the other guys are sending me their day rates, like feel free to send me an invoice, or I'll Venmo you or whatever you want. And he just goes, we're good, man. You'll pay me back someday.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And I'm just like, this dude is so just cool.
Yeah.
He's just a cool man.
Yeah.
Gardenista. I had a great story about this. I went on a date. She kind of was looking at me funny because I was kept on asking for Jameson on the rocks at this really fancy restaurant. So I saw Gardenista. These guys are my sponsors. I thought it'd be cool to like say, hey, I'll grab Gardenista on ice. And I did. And she So do you want to be a dirtbag? Fucking drink Jameson. But if you want to be sophisticated, go to Gardenista, drink some on ice, and tell them Frasco sent you.
You know, it's so different. Like, you know, you ever write songs in Nashville where it's all about business? It's all about fucking the percentages of. You ever have to do any of that shit?
Yeah, that's tough. I have done it. I haven't done it in years, but I got into it for a second. And I don't know. It's like I know that that's a lucrative and a creative place for a lot of people who are super good at it. But for
Right.
me, it just felt like I was going to these rooms, and my personal experience was just like I kind of felt like I coughed up like 5 real good songs that, like, you know, like I
Yeah.
had started. I was like, hey, I got this. Like, let's finish it. And then at the end of the day, and it's nothing against the people I wrote with, they were incredible. But it's like, okay, now instead of 100%, you have 50% of that song. And if they don't want to cut it and you don't want to cut it, it just goes into
Yeah. And that,
a little filing cabinet.
yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, I talked to, like, you know, like Brent Cobbs of the Worlds and stuff, and those dudes who just write songs for everyone. Like, how do you decide when to give a song to someone else and keep it?
Well, yeah, and that's funny that you even bring him up, because I wrote a song with Brent and I was super pumped about it, and I thought he was going to cut it, and then he didn't.
You're like, fuck.
God damn it. I brought a heater there too.
It is crazy. You know, it's like, how do you decide which songs make it on the CAAMP record?
Oh man, I don't know. It's like you know, I guess it just depends. You know how it goes. Like you record until your eyes bleed, and then you kind of see how it all lays together. And for me, it's always been relatively easy to kind of lay things to the side, or choose not to record something or re-record something. And I like the albums to read like books, you know. So
Yeah.
if you're listening and something jars you in the wrong way, it's either shouldn't be in there or it's in the wrong order, you know. And I love that part of the process. But I love that a lot.
Do you ever overthink that too much?
No, dude. I mean, honestly, camp albums are kind of free for alls. Like there are songs on the last record, By and By, like Of Love and Life. I wrote that when I was 17. Feels Like Home was one of the first songs Evan and I like wrote together, like together. Like there are like 26, which is on the second Camp album, was the first song that Ev like wrote a banjo lick for. And for whatever reason, when we went to cut it, you know, with Jesse and do that first record, it was existed and it was practiced. It just didn't fit. And songs kind of like, they kind of show themselves at different times. I mean, dude, one of the songs on this new record is a straight up voice memo, like of
Shut
me.
the fuck up, really?
Yeah. Me at some ungodly hour of the morning, just like wrote this song. I thought the timbre and the tempo and the tones were all just awesome. So we just put a little compression on it and did a little defuzzer, and it sounds fucking great. It's like the best sounding song on the record, and I recorded it on an iPhone 9, you know?
Yeah.
Just like cool shit, man.
It just goes back to what you were saying about, like, it doesn't matter what studio you're at. It's about the songs. Like you said, you're at the Ford dealership putting out your first record or whatever. The Ford.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
we got to stop overthinking that the process is being in these big studios and being, you know, getting that big record deal. We don't need any of that shit. We need to focus on the songs, man.
The songs and the comfortability of everything. Like, obviously you want to be pushing yourself, but like, man, I can't even imagine trying to cut something in like, you know, an Electric Lady or an Abbey Road or you know, an Apple Studios, and just be like, I don't even feel like I can sneeze in here. You know, like, how am I supposed to sing? And like, I'll throw props too to Overdub Lane down in North Carolina, where I think Hiss has done most of his records. But man, the comfortability of that spot is off the charts. And it's in a strip mall, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, there's like a massage parlor next door. And but in our little, it's like great. It smells like coffee and weed, and we're chilling and grooving real hard, you know. And you'd never know we were in there. I love that.
Yeah. How important is like taking pressure out of the equation to be spontaneous?
Oh, I think it's so important, man. I think that's like that's something that you learn and you grow like with your art, you know, like I feel like the way young artists, or at least how we were in our younger days, like you approach a record and you're like, we're going to do it in order and we're going to do these songs, you know, like, and you kind of like, you almost drill sergeant yourself out. And then as you learn and you grow and you don't take yourself too seriously. And like we said, like you don't get too up in your head about the pace or the creative process, like, and just let it go. I find that like we're at a really special place as a band. I think just like maturity wise as people, like we're decent at our crafts now, you know, like all of us are we've got a lot of room to grow, but like we're seasoned at a lot of instruments now, you know, like everyone in camp can play the drums, everyone can play piano, everyone can play guitar. Only Evan can play banjo though.
We'll stick with that. We'll stick with Ev on the banjo.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I wouldn't approach that. He is so graceful on that instrument. I've never seen anything like it. But this album, it just felt like easy. Like you just pick the songs, play the parts. Like we were just moving at a very cool pace and process. And I think we found kind of like our groove where we don't overthink something and we lay a bass on a nest of songs. So that way, if we're start to feel like you're beating your head against a wall on one, you're just like, hey, well, why don't we go do bass on Fever? You know, like let's just switch gears. And then you make headway on another song, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, I figured out the other song. Like, let's go back. I think I figured it out. You know, I feel like when you have that kind of flow, it adds kind of just like an unconscious comfortability into the music, makes it more approachable, and like somehow the listener like. And God, I'm getting heady, but it's just like somehow that's got to be detectable, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel that's why people like live records so much, or people like, you know, all the records that they cut at Big Pink or any of those studios where it was just kind of like a house and a vibe and a time. And people return over and over to those records, and it's not because, you know, they were using some $100,000 mic in an ISO booth, like they were using a 58 into a Tascam in somebody's basement, and it sounds fucking cool, you know, and they were comfortable. So you feel comfortable with the music.
It's like the idea of not overthinking and using your instincts.
Exactly. Yeah. Instincts, man. I mean, that is the most like not sought after, because you can't really get it. It's instinctual, but like that is, I think, the coolest and most recognizable trait in the baddest dudes in music. Right. Is their instinct. You know, it's just like they know where something needs to go, and they need to hear it now. And if you do it in a cool and calm and fucking cold way, that's how you get chills. You know, like. Those dudes, like, do you know Michael Libramento? Just through that circle? No, I don't. He's done a bunch of cool shit, man. I mean, but he plays down a lot with those North Carolina guys. Like he's been in Phil Cook's bands, and Phil's a bad motherfucker, dude. For a little bit. Oh, Phil's incredible. Fuck. He's on the new record. Let's fucking. He played. Yeah,
you got the all-star crew. You got Aaron Ray, you got Rateliff, you got Cook.
Yeah.
What do you got? Hiss too?
Hiss is on my solo stuff, but
dude,
not
this is
on
like a
camp.
bukkake of great musicians, dude. Let's fucking go.
Hey guys, it's Andy, and I want to talk a little bit about Volume.com. Yes, Volume.com, our sugar daddy. Yes, our sponsor, and we are doing a only Frasco subscription for $5 a month. We're gonna have extended videos of the podcast. You're gonna have a live stream once a month of the band. You're gonna have live streams of us making the new record. So head over to volume.com/Andy Frasco. Subscribe. It's only $5. I got a cup of coffee today. It was $7.50. You could just spend one cup of coffee and get all the Frasco you want. So head over to volume.com/Andy Frasco and subscribe. Support your guys. Maybe I'll even pay Nick more. You never know.
Dude, I mean, the list doesn't stop there. If we're gonna name drop,
Come on, name drop them all, Taylor. I want to hear everything.
Okay, all right. Katie, Crutchfield, Waxahachie's.
Oh yeah,
on the
Katie's
new camp
killer.
here.
I just interviewed Kevin Morby, her boyfriend.
He's fucking awesome.
Holy shit, dude.
He's a great fucking. You want to talk about a musician and a producer and a tone chaser with instincts? That's a dude.
Who else you got?
Yeah, like Ray Liff's on it. Matt McCon, one of the drummers for Bon Iver, which is like my all-time fave. He's on it. Brad Cook helped produce. Beatrice Artola helped produce. And they're just fucking insane people.
Do you ever feel like you're not worthy to be in that room?
Pretty much like the entire time I was in the room, yeah.
Why does our ego do that? I mean, like, you have made great records for the last couple of years, and still we go in with these monsters, and we're like, oh shit, I don't deserve to be
I
here.
have no idea. I would like to like blame it on something like an age difference or something, but I know that even if I was the exact same age as Ray Liff or Phil or any of those dudes, I would totally feel inferior, regardless.
It's that idea of overthinking, bro. It's back to that overthinking, and not just like the best athletes don't overthink a shot. They go straight instinct.
Right. Absolutely, man. And I mean, it's like, it is cool because, it's like our ego doesn't, or at least hopefully mine doesn't, but
not
like
yet.
you don't, well, I was going to say it doesn't keep you down all the time. Like after we cut Fever, dude, we just had this like monster moment for me, like a fucking core memory. Like we're in this studio out in the woods, North Carolina. It's called Betty's. And I'm cutting a song and I'm just Mick Jaggering into a mic. Ev's on guitar, Matt's on bass, Joe's on the organ, Phil's on the keys, Matt McConn's on the drums. And then we got Rateliff and Waxahachie in two different corners doing harmonies.
Legendary.
And I'm just kind of like moving my arms around like I know what I'm doing. And we cut this song and then we let it ring out and everyone's kind of looking at each other, that moment where you're like, oh shit. And Phil just goes, huh, good song, man. And I was like, whoa. Like, and then you have those little moments where you're like, yeah, it is a good song.
Yeah.
You pat yourself on the back and you're like, I can totally be in this room.
Yeah.
I can totally be in this room.
See, it's those breaking the glass moments, What was your first show where you felt like the glass was broken and you guys are ready to fuck shit up?
Oh my God, dude. It was, we used to play this open mic down in Athens, Ohio called Casa Nueva. It's just kind of like incredible cantina, worker-owned Mexican restaurant fucking vibe.
Right.
And they've got a little stage, and every Wednesday night it was $3 house margs and $2 PBRs, and we would get to the open mic and just get wild. And that's kind of like where we were born, and we raised, like, we honed our craft, and we honed like how to, or at least how we thought, to like catch people's attention and draw a crowd and get them moving. And so we moved back to Columbus, right? And we kind of like got some Spotify traction. We went out, we did a tour with Rainbow Kitten Surprise. We come back, we book a headline show at Casa. And like when we came into town, there was 200 people like in line for the show wrapped around the whole street.
Let's fucking go.
And we were just like, and like 6 months ago, we were just college kids living in this town playing the open mic.
Right.
So that was like a huge glass ceiling for me. I was like, whoa, this is very real. Like people want to see us play. Like, for real.
Isn't it crazy? Like you have to like open for someone to be like, oh yeah, you're cool now.
Yeah. You have, someone's got a grandfather,
Yeah.
Shit, sorry.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, you gotta get the sword in. You gotta get sworn in to the fucking cool kids club.
Exactly, dude. You gotta get knighted. I mean, that's like a huge part, like, of a lot of people's legacies.
It's true.
Like some people, it's almost like like you can't even talk about it without saying like, oh, so-and-so, and this is like, they were brought up.
Right.
Like the, you know, the classic, like Pharrell saw a video of Maggie Rogers and now Maggie Rogers is God, you know, which, I mean, you know, she deserves to be. She's got a whole fucking vibe going on.
She's a bad motherfucker, dude.
She's a bad woman. Yeah. Yes, she is. But just like, you know what I mean? Like there's some folks like that you're always like in tandem with.
Yeah.
Like I think ours is, you know, like Jesse is pretty synonymous with camp, you know, he was instrumental, but the fam's growing, you know.
It's fucking beautiful. You know, I want to keep talking about this like spontaneous type of life living. Do you take that same concept with your live show, or do you have like a set show every night?
No, man. We don't do set lists.
Let's go, boys. I fucking like you, Taylor. Let's go, dude. Tell me about that. What's your philosophy of no set list?
Well, you know, it just pens me up, you know. It's I don't feel free to breathe with the crowd, you know. Like some nights I want to start electric, and some nights I don't want to put down my electric guitar. Some nights I want to be the quietest, most intimate and tight show you've ever heard. And some nights I want to flail and jump on the speakers and do crazy shit. And man, we try to be as genuine a performers as we can. And like when I hear people, like, you know, obviously there's degrees of it, but like if there is a sincere call out, like, and I hear someone needing a song, like they need this song, I mean, we capo right up and play it.
Yeah.
That just like that's how it is. And I mean, it's hell on the crew. You should see them trying to light the stage and get my guitars ready. And I'm just like, you know, it's fun for them, man. And like we try to keep things light, and it's like whatever it is, you mess up, just like do it full speed. Like let's have fun up here, you know.
Do you feel like
that's no set list?
Do you feel like you have to play a couple songs every show?
Yeah, you know, you do, but like you can't, you're never going to please everybody. And sometimes the songs you have to play, do I have to play them, or am I having to play them for you? You know? Yeah. Because there's both. Like there's songs that I have to play every set, you know, where like there's a solo or a vocal run that like I personally need. Yeah. And then there's songs that's like, you know, sometimes you either through the crowd shouting or just through the timbre of the room, there's some songs that you know that you should play. Right. You know? And we're firm believers in you know, giving the people the hits.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Give them the hits, Taylor. Give them the goddamn hits.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's like I'm all for you know, whatever, an artist playing their new shit, playing, exploring something, going further into their, you know, but you know, whatever. It's like whatever your song is. You go see Dave Matthews and he doesn't play Crash, you're bummed. Yeah. You know? Guess what? He never plays Crash.
Well, I hope you keep playing your hits, bud.
Yeah.
How important is living in the moment for you?
Oh, hugely, dude.
Is it hard for you to live in the moment?
In ways when you see your whole, like, you know, in some ways I enjoy how organized my life is, but like sometimes when I look at the Google calendar and I see that like my life is essentially planned out a year ahead of me, I'm like, same. That's a little disenchanting at times, you know? And obviously as we get older, I'm building in more time for just solo endeavors to do life, you know, because although this is our lives, it doesn't encompass all of it, you know, and we fully intend to do this until we croak, but like being able to like have your own hobbies and have relationships outside of the band, you know, I think that's like the only way the band remains possible, you know?
Yeah.
Like we've all got to live and breathe on our own. So in some ways, yeah, man, like it is tough to live in the moment because like my moments are planned out
Right.
9 to 12 months ahead of time. And it's like, like I got a call from my manager yesterday and he was just like, hey, we got this headline offer for a festival next May. And I was like, it's not even this May. Like, what, I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. Like,
Right.
But at the same time, man, it's cool. It's cool to know that things are popping and they're organized and they're out ahead in front of us, and we can weave in our personal fancies in between,
Yeah, and also like we forget that we're in control,
You're totally in control the whole time.
Yeah. So we could stress
you can
out.
say no.
Yeah, exactly. It's the art of saying no that makes us free.
Yeah. You should see me. I mean, you should see me in the green room or in a radio station lobby. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why am I here?
Same, bro.
And they'll just look at me and be like, okay, dude, well, you said yes, so we're here. Like
they know when to.
But it's not all me. Like you feel obligated in some ways. You get coerced. Yeah. It's part of the game. You gotta play the game.
Well, but our managers know when to ask us for things when we're happy.
Oh, exactly. And they do it in these ways, man, where it's like, I was like, all right, we're going to do a set number of shows this year.
Right.
And I'm going to agree to it on a lump sum rate. And that's it. And then what happens is they're like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, we don't want to overwork you this year. And then you agree to something, but then over months, there will just be little things where like, hey, you're already going to be out in Arkansas. Do you think we should just tack on a Kansas City? And you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Totally, man. Like, yeah, I'm already there, bro.
Why wouldn't we tack on a Kansas City? Oh, and should we just tack on a Tulsa if we're going to do Kansas City? Yeah. And then I'm like, yeah, of course we'll do Tulsa.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, after you agree to the original routing, they announced the world tour on Instagram, and you look at all these dates, my eyes about shot out of my head. I was like, holy shit, like we built out a year.
Yeah.
And I mean, I will say, like, I am feeling dangerous. Like, I want to play these shows, man. I'm feeling like we're in a really good spot as a band and we're playing well and I'm excited and we're all healthy. So like when I looked at it, I was like surprised and kind of intimidated, but then I was like, oh, this is going to be so fun.
Right.
We're just going to play some of the most beautiful rooms in the country, and some of the most kick-ass bands and music are, playing with us. And and then you just get lucky. You feel lucky.
Yeah. You know what? And it's also like, well, it's like going back to living in the moment. We're not living in the moment. We're looking at what we have to do next year. Let's just worry about this week,
Right. For real. Which is crazy, dude, because you can be like, people can be like, yeah, man, whether it's what did you do yesterday or what are you doing tomorrow? And I'm always like, I've got no idea.
Yeah.
But you can also ask me what I'm doing, November 21st, 2025. And I'll pull up the Google Cal and tell you exactly what I'll be doing.
So maybe we need both in a sense to keep us balanced.
You need both. You just can't, get too caught up in either of them.
You ever get caught up in the moment too much where you started just taking too many drugs or fucking too many one night stands or getting that world?
Absolutely. I mean, luckily not like either of those things like to an extreme, but I think we all have very like, semi-addictive personalities, and like
that's why
it's easy to just like, right. I mean, it's kind of hard to. I mean, it's with everything, dude. Right. Like, I smoke too much weed. I smoke too many cigarettes. I drink too many drinks. It's like, I mean, it's but we're all like, we're all healthy and we're all
Happy?
semi-young. We're happy. And I don't know, man. Like, it's like, I always get caught up in like, how do I express myself without like turning kids onto fucking smoking weed at 10 years old? It's like,
Same, dude.
do what you want, like, don't deny yourself anything that makes you happy and doesn't hurt anyone else, like
Right.
do what you want. That's like, we try not to be too hard on ourselves, man. Like, we might have a few too many drinks or play a few too many hands at the blackjack table, or stay up too late, or whatever it is. I mean, people have fucking weird addictions. Like, how you gonna criticize me for smoking when you're drinking 3 Starbucks a day?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you're frying your nerves in a different way. So it's like,
exactly, dude. Let's fucking
luckily,
go, Taylor.
none of us
I fucking love it.
we're pretty tame dudes, but we like to let it rip.
Yeah, same, bro. We used to play Woodlands Tavern. That was like our first.
Dude, that was our first.
Dude, what is it about
Woodlands
Columbus,
is the
Ohio that
shit.
lets you? I feel like there's the music that comes there, and just like it for a college town.
Man.
There's like that. There's Lawrence, Kansas, but I feel like Ohio State. There's something about that Columbus that really.
I love that we try to like preach that to people, and it's like, Columbus doesn't have notoriety as like a music city, but I'll tell you what, dude, there is a fucking scene. There is great music being made here. There are great rooms to play. The food is fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I could gush about Columbus all day. I'm glad you like that, man. Woodlands Tavern's a great little spot.
It is.
Yeah, you guys food. There's that nice separation to where you can be at the show, or you can be on the patio, or you can just be the bar side if you're loud. It's like, man, that's so cool that you play that.
Yeah, and we last week or 2 weeks ago we just played Bluestone, which is a beautiful room too.
Bluestone's sweet as well.
So, are you always
Very.
gonna play in Columbus, even if you get too big?
Yeah, man. We just announced we're playing at Nation. We're playing at the arena.
Let's fucking go, dude! Our dudes! Holy Taylor,
Yeah.
you guys are fucking. This is exciting. Are you scared? This is a big year for y'all.
Yeah, I'm scared, dude. That same hockey team we were talking about at the beginning of this podcast plays there. Like, Evan and I just went and toured it, and we were like down on center ice, like
So sick.
freaking out.
So
Freaking
sick.
out.
So sick. Well, bro.
Thank you.
I hope you just like come all over that fucking place, dude. Just destroy it.
Oh, come on.
Do it. Not physically, emotionally. I want you to fucking put it all out there. Put your dick out there.
It's gonna be emotional. I'll tell you what, man.
Man, it's beautiful, man, and it's
Thanks.
success stories like that is the reason why we keep doing what we do and play a big hometown show and play at the biggest place in the fucking town, and it's like all the hard work's paying off. And I just want to say I'm proud of you, bro. I don't even know you, but I'm proud of you.
Thank you, baby. No, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I
well,
do.
keep the dream alive. Have fun in Columbus. Good luck on the record. On the new. When's the new record come out? Has it came out yet?
June 24th.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, we'll post this closer to June, so we'll get even more push. But Taylor, thanks for being part of the show. And fuck yeah, I'm glad you think so highly of Mike Taylor like I do.
Oh, absolutely, man. All right, thanks, Andy.
Have a good one, bro.
Appreciate you.
Later.
Dude.
Hell yeah. There it is. That was fun. Fucking camp. They're blowing up.